Well, hey guys, welcome to the Daily Bits. Glad you're here. Glad you're stopping by. This is going to be a little bit of a rant because I saw a video by Some Ordinary Gamers, Mudar. He was talking about the people taking basically your content and not adding anything to it, basically stealing your content, basically, right? Now, we know that, we have the auditors, the frauditors, not the auditors, the frauditors like Chili trying to sue, saying, oh, you're stealing my content and all that stuff like that. And no. There's never been a case of, it could have been, but most people that I've seen in this community, whenever they take some of his content, it's always transformational. There's always some type of reaction that's covered by stuff like that. Like it's covered. Now, it'd be different if you just grabbed Chili's video and didn't add anything to it, or just sit there in a corner of the screen and be like, oh, wow, yeah, awesome. That's not transformation. That's just stealing content. Now, there's a lot of big YouTubers and Twitch content creators and Kick and whatever that do the same stuff. They basically take a good example, SS Sniper Wolf, I believe XQC was doing it for a while, where they would just have themselves in the corner looking at videos and just being like, oh yeah, cool, not breaking it down or anything. They're just saying, oh yeah. Then they would call it a reaction, which it's not really a reaction. Like, if it is, that's the bare minimum. That's the bare minimum you could do. Now, things with my shorts. A good example. Now, I take some popular shorts that have came out on TikTok, and at the end I'll say something stupid like the last short I did, where I was like, I wish I was gay, I wish I wasn't fat, I wish I wasn't gay, and at the end I was like, I wish I had 350. That's still transformational, right? There's some adding to it. I didn't just get on there and just post it and be like, oh, this is mine now. I did add to it. And there's a lot of people that does the same thing with shorts. But you do notice a lot of people, especially bigger YouTubers, they'll get on the shorts or TikToks and they'll just sit there and they'll just be like, yep, cool. Or they would take just a video of themselves doing the same thing over and over again, the same clip. They'll overlay it on top of the actual source video, and they'll add stuff like their own music. There's a popular, well, I don't know if he's popular, but he was popular. I guess he was a musician that basically did that. Basically, he would take a video of himself doing the same thing, and he would share like 3 different videos, and he would just combine them over and over and over and over and over and over. He was getting like hundreds of millions of views, and it's the same reaction. It's not even different reaction every time. It's the same reaction, and they put his same music on there. That way he can make money from the music as well as the short and all that stuff. It's kind of not fair, like, to do that, honestly. I had somebody post a short that I made. It was a short that had, the delete loss thing, and said, he's talking about kids having cancer, giving cancer. And I put a big D on there, and turned it into a short. And in a way, that kind of was barely transformational. That's the bare minimum of transformation. The only thing I did on there was I transformed the clip and added to it, but I didn't do any reactions or anything like that. But somebody else took that same video, re-uploaded it, which I don't care. I really don't care. That clip in particular, I want people to share it. I don't care who shares it. I'm not making money. I'm really not. Like, if you take a look at my Google Analytics, like, for the last couple months, I've only made $34, and there's a $100 threshold, like, before you even get paid. So we could go 6 months from here and be like, oh, you're only at $96. There for a while I was actually getting paid, but now I don't really get paid. And it's not really all about money, because I mean, as money is nice. Money, don't get me wrong. It's nice to get that extra money from YouTube, but I don't know. I wish if you did. Let's just say this: if you're willing to do the bare minimum of transformation, at least, thank the creator, or mentioning the creator that made this, not just be like, oh, there you go. Just mention the creator. Like, I'm not one of those creators that's going to sue you or copyright strike you for doing it. Like, I don't really care if you use my content, but be at least transformational. Like, just add something to it. But like I said, you have big YouTubers and streamers that are basically, all they're doing is just stealing the content, not adding much to it except for them nodding their heads or something like that. If you break it down, or make do some graphic design stuff to it, like change it somehow, making it at least transformational, then there you go. But don't do the bare minimum as a popular streamer and take the person's content. Like, just don't do that. Don't do that. That's stupid. At least mention them. It's like, okay, most content creators, they're not going to care if you use their stuff. But it's nice to have a mention, especially if you're a big channel, because it does, in fact, help channels grow. If you're a small channel and you get a mention from somebody like XQC or PewDiePie or something like that, like, that helps your channel big time. It really does. It just does. You can take a look at analytics and everything, and it's very helpful. Very helpful. Unless you buy your subs. And we know who buys subs. If you buy subs, that's another story. Like, maybe I should talk about it, actually. So if you buy your subs, let's take, I don't know, me, Ironton Auditor, there's a few others who could say this, okay? Like, even Kate from Masshole. Everybody's got a different set of subscribers and how they grow. As me, I've been on the YouTube for over a decade, and I have 2,600 subscribers. That's to me, that's a lot. Some people, that buys the subs and inflates their channel to make it seem like they're way bigger than they are. Like, it does make smaller channels, like, it does hurt them in the long run. Just basically, it kind of takes them out of any chance of getting in the algorithm. And that's what some of these bigger YouTubers, or that pretend YouTubers, do, is they buy the subscribers, inflate the view count, so that way it could show up in the algorithm. Even if they're fake, it still does help. You might not get any type of activity with these subscribers. You might at first. You might get bots, and there's a lot of places that just give bots. It's ran AI now. You could do it that way. But it does hurt smaller channels. It really does. I haven't really grown for a while. I'm actually losing subscribers, to be honest with you. I'm losing subscribers. I was hoping with, adding shorts to the channel, which, it does help maybe get a couple subscribers a week. It still feels good because I'm pretty humble with the channel. I'm sorry this video is so long. I'm still really humbled by it because the people that, watch my content are always super nice. Even the ones that are on, the other side of the spectrum, like, they're still really nice. And I love that. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Like, it'd be nice to have 1 million subscribers, but I'm not really going to fight for it like that. I'll work for it. I'm not going to cheat the system, but I will work to put in the effort to do just that. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Definitely appreciate it. Sorry it was long and ranty and dumb and bitchy and whatever. I love you guys very much. Hit that subscribe button. I'll see you soon.